Hi folks, welcome back to the Plain Fun RC channel. This is Saul. I just want to give you a quick update on the pond racer here. So a couple things. First of all, the battery packs have arrived. So quick change in battery packs. My initial intent was to use the 6.6 Spectrum receiver batteries to power the receiver and of course the retracts. And there's nothing wrong with that. But in chatting with Michael, he said when you're using these large Behotech C50 retracts, and you can see how big they are in relation to my hand. I mean, they're some big retracts. But when you're using them, you're going to need upwards, you're going to need a 9.9 volt battery. So this is actually an ECU battery that Spectrum sells for the turbines. But it makes for a great battery for the retracts. So we're going to do a 3200 milliamp life battery, 3-cell. And then for the receiver, we're going to wire these two lithium polymers in parallel. So that way we're getting 7.4. And chatting with Michael, the owner and designer of the aircraft for ACR Composites, he recommended these batteries because with the receivers that we're, the servos that we're using, they really need this type of power to be able to achieve their maximum torque, which is approaching almost 700 ounces of torque. So very important to use that. Like I said, we'll wire those in parallel. The other thing that arrived too, and I'll give you an update on this in greater detail later today. These are the Gator RC Esc trays. And you'll see how they look in just a second, but very good quality. And the intent is that we're going to take the ESC, which you can see sitting over there, and we're going to put it on these trays. Then we're going to take the trays and we're going to wind up mounting them, let's see, just beneath the battery tray, right down in there. And then that way the air that'll flow into the cowling through the cheeks here will provide ample cooling for the ESC. The ESC is just, normally I would probably put an ESC on the firewall, but that ESC is just too large. There's no way. So the best place to put it is behind the firewall, but directly in the flow of air. And this ESC tray will be absolutely perfect. It'll keep the ESC secure and in the spot where it's going to get maximum cooling. So these were from F3A Unlimited, but of course Gator RC has them available as well. But they look fantastic. So we'll have some more updates on this in just a little bit. All right, folks, more to come. Thank you. Hi, folks. Welcome back to the Plain Fun RC channel. You can see here we have our Esc Trays Built. These are the ones that are available from f3aunlimited.com, and they're just fantastic. They're perfect in terms of length. And in terms of width, they're just absolutely perfect. You couldn't ask for anything better. They've got a nice slot on the side, which will easily allow us to go ahead and put a Velcro strap in there to hold that ESC down. Plus, we'll run some Velcro over top of here to go ahead and help hold that ESC down even further. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take these, and they're going to get glued just beneath the battery tray, as you'll see in just a second. And it's going to sit roughly just like that. And that's perfect because you're going to have the airflow coming into the cheeks. It's going to come into that gap in the firewall, and it's going to hit that ESC right there and provide ample airflow. And then the exit for the airflow will be here underneath where the opening is for the retracts themselves. So we're going to glue that in, and we'll provide an update in just a little bit. Hi folks, welcome back to the Plain Fun RC channel while we continue our update on the pond racer. You can see our Esc tray is installed. We're looking at pod number 1. And let's take a glance at pod number 2. You can see that's also installed and ready to go. And the way we determined where to place it is we took the ESC and we went ahead and we put it inside the fuselage. And I wanted to make sure that enough of the 3 wires that connect to the motors here was sticking out, and it's perfect. Plus, also, I wanted to make sure that I had the ESC as far forward as possible towards the front of the pod. That way it would provide additional nose weight for the aircraft. So we're going to go ahead and let that glue dry overnight. And let the Velcro dry as well. It usually takes about 15 minutes, but we'll let it dry overnight as well. So it's held on nice and tight. And then we'll have an update tomorrow. All right, folks, continue on with the update. You can see here we've got our ESC installed. Looks great, fits in there just perfect. So really happy about that. And you can see because of where it's positioned, we've got an easy access to all of the plugs that are here. Grab those. There we go. As long as we don't get tangled up with everything. Anyway, easy access, so we can easily plug in the batteries without any problem whatsoever, which is perfect. And so that's it. That's our one pod right over there. And of course you can see the other pod right there as well. All right, ESCs are installed, and now we're just kind of waiting on the tail wheel, which will be here in just a little bit. All right, more to come.